is 2 halves, 5.3. So we're given a string. We have to cut it into 2 equal parts. So here's how we given a string. S equals input, read a string. Let's get rid of that. And now if the length, cut it into 2 equal parts. Okay, so we have, that's why we have a string, and that's equal to, I don't know, monkey. Now monkey has 6, is the length. Length of S equals, length of S is, what happened? Sometimes we have this problem here. Length of S. Length of S will give me, if we have an even number, length of S will give me the length of the string. So if we want to divide it into 2 parts, so let's say that S equals monkey. Len of S equals 6. So if I wanted to divide this into 2, I would say half equals len of S divided by 2. Half is 3. Let's do integer division. So half equals 3. Okay, very good. Now, how would we put grab half of monkey? Well, we'd say S from 0 to half would be half of monkey, and from half to -1, that's the last character. Of course, it's going to be an error because it doesn't include this. The end of the range is not included. So what do we have to do? We say half or length of S, and that'll give me the last half. So if we want to print the last half first, we print this and then this. Okay, so let's try this. So half equals length S. So then the back half equals S from half to length of S. We get that from over here. That's the back half. And then the front half is equal to S from the beginning, from 0 all the way to half, not including half. And then what do? We print back half plus front half. We print it in reverse. Let's run it. Run our code. Oops. Run our code again. So our input's going to be QWERTY. Why is this not working? It's printing back half plus front half. That's odd. Should print the opposite. Half equals length S. Back half equals, it goes from half to the end, and then front half goes from the beginning to the front to middle. And then if I print back half and then front half, let's try that again. QWERTY. That's weird. Z. What is half? 6. Oh, that's why. That makes sense. What did I do? I forgot to divide by 2. I forgot to take the halfway point. Run. Let's try it again. QWERTY. There we go. We got exactly what we want. If we try and submit, I think it would be right. Why? Well, teacher expected to see LO, what's the last half? EL, and then H in the middle. Let's see how that works. Oh, given a string cut into equal parts. If this length is odd, so I ignored that. I didn't look at any if statements. Leave the middle character within the first chunk so that the first string contains one more character than the second. Okay, so we know what to do when it's even. If len, if len of s modulus 2 equals 0, this basically will tell me if it's even. That's what I want to do. Makes sense? And if it's not equals 0, then I want to leave the middle character within the first chunk. Okay, so let's see an example of, so we had hello. So let's say I have s equals hello. Oh, for God's sakes. Refresh my page. Let's try this one more time. S equals hello. Oh, I don't think I'm going to use that anymore. Let's just use it here. Okay. So what do we want to do? Actually, we'll keep half outside because half is half anyway, right? Now, let's say that I have 3 modulus 2. I end up getting 1, right? Even though, and if I go 5 modulus 2, I end up getting 2. So that includes, if I'm looking at indices, it's including 0, 1, and we want to include 0, 1, and 2 out of 5. So what this means is our halfway mark, we want to include everything including the index of our halfway first or second. So what do we want to do? We want to say back half. Oh, we don't need this here. So our back half is equal to s half. Let's give an example so we can be understood more fully. An example would be, okay, 5. If len s equal 5, then we want half equals half equals 2, right? So we want first half should include 0, 1, 2, and back half should include 3, 4, right? Index 3, 4, which is the end of it. So what should the back half include? Well, it should include half plus 1 all the way to len of s. And then the front half should equal, what should front half equal? Well, the front half should equal from the beginning 0 all the way to half, but we want to include half, so we have to say plus 1. And instead of printing it in the if statement, Control X, outside of the if statements, we want to print back half first and front half. Let's submit the code. Why do we have something wrong? Invalid syntax for front half. Why? From 0. Why did it say invalid? That's odd. Oh, I forgot to put the word. What am I taking this? Of what? Index of what? I forgot to say fs. Silly. Zero's not. There we go. And we're good to go.